Hello and welcome to ChapterSkip. I'm Mark.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm Sean.
And we're bringing you movie reviews with a twist.
And today we're looking at the movie We're the Millers.
With the summer over and all the big releases now gone, we decided to venture out and see what's currently doing the rounds at the cinemas. Now, I did want to see horror film You're Next, but we had a moment of madness and decided to step out of our comfort zones and see something that normally we would have ignored.
We're the Millers is a movie that features some people, then they do some stuff, and then they all live happily ever after. The end.
Was that it?
What? You want some more details? Yeah. Fine. Jennifer Aniston is in it, she's a stripper, then they all live happily ever after. The end.
Well, to be fair, he's not far off with that description, but I guess we should at least talk about the cast, the plot, and what we thought of it as well.
Suppose. We're the Millers is a 2013 family comedy film that was directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber, who was the man responsible for bringing that god-awful Dodgeball movie to us. Thankfully, this film has no Ben Stiller in sight. Praise it to Jesus!
It does, however, star Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Emma Roberts and Will Poulter. There's also a few others in there from movies that we've already reviewed this year. So you get to see Ed Helms, who was in Hangover Part 3, Louis Guzman, who was in The Last Stand, and of course, our favourite owner of an angry butt monster, Ken Marino.
P.S. Ken Marino tweeted us on our Bad Mono review and told us he liked it. Yay!
Pot dealer David, played by Sudeikis, likes to spend his time when he's not selling drugs just sitting about and watching videos on YouTube.
Until one day he gets beaten up and robbed and ends up having to transport a smidge of marijuana from Mexico in order to pay his debts off. So he hatches a plan to smuggle the drugs over the border by paying a few folks to act as his family in hopes of looking a little less conspicuous travelling back across the border.
Although at one point he did mention maybe just dressing up as Bane, and that gave me an idea.
Oh no, I thought we agreed no more Bane, Mark.
Too late.
Guys, you seen my Bane mask anywhere? I can't find it.
Guys, what you doing?
It's for your own good, Mark.
Yeah, we're not doing it under anybody else's orders this week.
I told you, no more Bane! I told you ages ago, Bane's not coming back!
Even I agree with that. We just can't keep rehashing the same old ideas. We need new ones.
What'd you say?
Thanks. It's ironic that you say that. I mean, we're reviewing a film that has no original ideas in it, and you guys done this exact same thing to me last week. You guys deserve a kick in the nut.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty.
First of all, does this film count as a comedy? Yes and no. Did it make me laugh? Yeah, it did. There were some funny moments in there, but my sides are still fully intact, so let's just say there are a few giggle-worthy moments.
You fill the gap left by The Hangover? Then this is for you. But it placing so safe that it's practically wearing a hard hat and lifebelt combo with matching high-vis jacket and steel toe-cap boots. Sure, there are some almost funny moments in there, but there's nothing new about it. Yeah, you get to see an okayish looking woman in a pants and bra for about 20 seconds, but that's hardly enough reason to go and see a movie. In fact, when I questioned the guys about it and challenged them to name one reason as to why I should go and watch this movie, their answer was, Jennifer Aniston's in it and she does a lap dance.
Well, personally, I'm quite impressed that for a woman of 44 years old, Jennifer Aniston is still looking great. And going into watching this movie, I knew this scene was going to be a particular highlight. And my friends, I was not disappointed.
And for all you red-blooded males out there, you won't either.
Now, say what you will, but that just wasn't an incentive for me, as I don't really find her that attractive. Maybe it's her big nose, but she just looks too similar to Barbra Streisand for my taste. And as Barbra Streisand has a face that looks like a wood carving made by a palsy victim, I just can't see the appeal. Okay, I'm hardly one to talk about big noses, as mine makes it look like I should be sitting under a bridge listening out for the trip-trapping of goat feet, but then again, I'm not trying to use lap dancing as an incentive to watch a video.
Shut up.
Hey? I can't understand a thing you're saying with that sock in your gob. Take it out, Joe.
What you got to say for yourself then?
Look, guys, I've got an idea. Way before we started doing ChapterSkip, I had a different career path in life, and it used to make me quite a lot of money.
Okay, we're listening.
I used to be a dancer.
With or without the clothes?
Depending on the crowd, really.
Ooh!
Look, untie me and I'll show you what I mean.
Well, it does seem kind of convenient you'd mention it now, but what the hell, that's in time.
Thanks, guys. Dicks.
Now, I do have to say, after watching the trailer for this movie a few weeks ago, you could really tell the route that this movie was going to go in, so if you have seen the trailer, then just be aware that nothing else really happens in the movie, and they've shown all the best bits, which includes that lap dance I was dribbling about earlier.
Now, I'm not really sure what audience the film's being aimed at either. I mean, we all know that it's not me, but when I asked my wife if she wanted to watch it with us so that we didn't look like a homosexual trio the moment we walked into the cinema, she said she really wasn't interested in it. So I guess it's not being aimed at a female audience either.
Now, I'll say it may appeal more to people who like the films more simplistic and linear.
Yeah, the kind of people that don't really want to have to think about what they're seeing and like their comedy basic and blatant. Although, I can't really blame the people that laughed at the Pictionary scene around the campfire because I, along with Rose, was thinking it was a very large, dark, phallic shape.
Guys, how about for a change, instead of beating the crap out of each other, we just have a nice little game of Pictionary. See if you can guess what I'm drawing. I'll keep it movie related.
Money train!
Money pit!
Money ball!
Money talks! $1 million baby!
It's Free Willy.
Oh.
Here, Joe, you have a go, mate.
Okay.
Sweet.
Spider-Man! Pirates of the Caribbean! Pirates 2! Pirates 3! Pirates 4!
4 weddings and a funeral. 2 men and a baby. Ooh, Anal Acrobats 3.
2 girls, 1 cup!
It's We're the Millers.
Oh.
I see.
Now, I must admit, I really enjoyed this film. Probably because I'm a fan of the producer's past work. Dodgeball, Hot Tub Time Machine. I felt this had the right amount of slapstick humour and comedy. Also, I felt they played the characters really well, as a dysfunctional family. And seeing Jennifer Aniston semi-naked in a garage isn't bad, right? So overall, I say, go and watch it.
The most redeeming thing I can say about this film is that it's not awful. That's about the highest praise I can give it. It's not really a comedy because it's not really that funny. It's more of a family road trip style movie with a few crude moments thrown in there. Everybody plays their roles as they should have, but that's just it. The plot doesn't really warrant great acting, as anyone that can read and speak could play any of the roles. Heck, I mean, Joe would have made a perfect Kenny. All in all, this isn't a movie you really want to spend a whole load of cash on. Just wait until it comes on TV and you can watch it for free.
Now, I found the film to tread a very familiar path. In fact, there's a path so well trodden that a whole community has now sprung up around it. Still, at first, the sense of familiarity was quite welcoming, and against all expectations, I was settling in and feeling welcomed by the residents of Familiarsville. But after a short time in their company, the flaws became more and more apparent, and rather than a comfortable familiarity, my mood soon changed, and I found them to be tiresome and dull. And it wasn't long before I felt the urge to hit them all over the head with a brick and burn down their homes.
Thanks for watching this film review for We're the Millers. Make sure you subscribe to ChapterSkip for more movie reviews, with a twist. Now, with regards to this film, we've given it a mainly negative review. However, we'd still love to hear some input from you. Did you like the movie? Leave your comment below. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure you like this video and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. All the social media links are down in the description box. Thanks.
And today we're going to look at the movie We're the Millers. Take a look at the ma. That was directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber. Praise the Easter Bunny! Praise the Lord! Praise the Jesus!
I can see it being more simplistic for the things than Linians.
Linians.
I can see it being more aimed at the people who like the movies more simplistic and linear.
Like Joe.
Yeah.
He was quite welcoming, and against all
Expectation.
and more apparent, and ratherable and more apparent, and ratherable. Why did I do that again? Ratherable. It's not even a
Rather than
ratherable. Why?
praise the Santa Claus.